Hi, I'm Phil and I'm on a grey gap year, and this is the story of me having a posh night in London. In this video I'm going to show you around the 5-star InterContinental Hotel on Park Lane. I'm going to take you for dinner and drinks at my favourite places in Soho, and then after the theatre we're going to camp out at the stage door and wait for Mark Rylance to meet his fans. The InterContinental on Park Lane in London is a 5-star hotel in a 5-star location. From the moment you arrive, you can tell this is going to be something special. The smartly suited doorman opens the door and you walk into a beautiful marble reception with crystal chandeliers. My check-in was fast and efficient, but it was also friendly and welcoming. I used IHG points to make this awards booking, and I'd booked a cosy room, but as I have status with the InterContinental Hotel Group, I was given a room upgrade. I got a king classic room, and I was also upgraded to a higher floor with a view of Park Lane. The room itself felt quite small for a 5-star hotel, and although the room was bright and it had plenty of natural light, there is a lot of dark polished wood in the room, and this kind of made the room feel just a bit small and a bit dark. On reflection though, I do think the room has been decorated to match the expectations of how a foreign visitor might think a London 5-star Park Lane hotel room should look. The bathroom was on the smaller side for a 5-star hotel too. It had a large bathtub but no separate shower, and I do prefer that separate shower. It did have a large sink and vanity area. It was backed with a nice large mirror. It had side mirrors and plenty of lighting. The toiletries were by Baldafrique, which when I searched later, they were, as expected, a premium brand, and the conditioner made my hair feel all thick and shiny. But it's £70 a bottle, so I'll only ever be using that on the odd occasion that I'm in an InterContinental hotel. There was tea and coffee making facilities with a pod coffee machine, which was a nice touch, but as usual, far too few pods for my morning coffee needs. I mean, at least one of these is going to be decaf. The cups were fine china, and there were wine glasses and glass tumblers, which are always preferable to those horrible flimsy plastic cups that you have for drinking water or wine in the room. The fridge was an empty minibar fridge with warnings of charges, so I couldn't really chill the 2 small bottles of complimentary water, and there were no other freebies, no other chocolates or biscuits or snacks, and since the room's £600 a night, I thought this was a bit disappointing. There were a few bits and bobs to take home in the wardrobe and in the bathroom, but that's all there was. There was a good desk to work at, but there was a bit of a shortage of power outlets. 2 very posh gold effect outlets over the desk and a spare one by the bed on the desk side of the bed. But the only outlet on the other side had the lamp plugged into it. So if you're a couple, you might struggle to both charge your phones while you're sleeping. But as far as sleeping is concerned, that won't be an issue. The room was well soundproofed, the aircon was quiet and effective, the curtains kept the light out, the bed was firm and extremely comfortable, and there was one soft and one firm, very comfortable pillow per person. It was a lovely hotel room that was spotlessly clean with all of the furnishings in good condition. So with the sun beginning to set and the shadows lengthening, it was time to venture out into the night. Firstly, for food. Mildreds is a vegan restaurant on Lexington Street in Soho. Although I'm not a vegan, I do enjoy eating different foods when I'm out and about, and Mildreds deliver excellent food that's always fresh and inviting, and it always leaves me feeling satisfied without feeling too full. I usually have something like their Sri Lankan curry if it's on the menu, or some gyoza dumplings, but for reasons that escape me, I opted for a chicken burger and chips that particular night, and I had a cold glass of lovely white wine with it. The staff at Mildreds are excellent, the service is fast, friendly, and the food's always interesting and different, even if I did happen to pick the most boring thing on the menu to film that night. The purpose of my visit to London was to visit the Apollo Theatre on Shaftsbury Avenue to go and watch Jerusalem, written by Jez Butterworth, set in the clearing of a Wiltshire wood. Our anti-hero Rooster Byron lives in a 40-foot mobile home. The action takes place on St George's Day, the day of the Flintock Fair. In the show, Rooster throws out an empty small plastic milk bottle into the audience, which somehow I caught, and it was such a kick. Of course, instead of going to the pub after the show like a normal person, now I was on a mission, wasn't I? I had to get Mark Rylance to sign my milk bottle. The stage door was crowded with fellow theatregoers who wanted to meet the cast, and it wasn't too long before the cast started to walk out, meet their fans and sign autographs. All of the cast were really nice. They signed as many autographs, posed for as many selfies as their fans wanted, and that included the main star for me, Mark Rylance. It was all very polite, and I waited patiently for my turn.
Oh, I'm sorry I had to wait so long.
No, not at all. It's worth it.
And then he signed my programme, my milk bottle, and posed for a photo. What a legend. So with the milk bottle signed, it was time for a drink at De Hem's, which is a Dutch cafe bar in Soho, named after its former landlord, Papa De Hem, who ran it as an oyster house. Then during the Second World War, it was a gathering for Dutch sailors and an unofficial HQ for the Dutch resistance. But today it's a restaurant upstairs and a bar downstairs with an excellent selection of continental beers, which are much stronger than the beers you find in a typical British pub, so do take care and drink in moderation. I ordered a St Bernardus, which is only sold in half pints because it's 10% by volume, so do not chug that back. Make sure you take your time and savour it. I decided to have a drink in the hotel bar before bed, and I ordered a single malt whiskey and was served this horror show. I know what I sound like. I'm staying in a 5-star hotel on Park Lane, and my whiskey isn't exactly how I wanted it. Yeah, okay, it's first world problems. I did have breakfast and I took photos of the buffet, but for some reason I didn't film it. I did, however, film my breakfast granola. I also filmed my all-time favourite breakfast, Eggs Benedict, which I ordered from the menu. Now look at that bad boy. That is perfection. Soon after breakfast, my bags were packed, and then after a short trip to Tate Modern, it was time to head for home. Unfortunately, Tate Modern doesn't permit filming in the galleries, so here's a strawberry lemonade in the members' lounge. And a photo of St Paul's from the members' terrace. I guess membership does have its privileges. A nice end to a wonderful trip. And if you've enjoyed this video, please do give me a like and consider subscribing and clicking the bell to get notifications of my other upcoming videos. So thank you for watching and joining me on my grey gap year.